Ciao, was good, what's up? I'm here and I'm queer bitch. I'm back. And today I'm back with another video and girl, can we just take a fucking break? Actually no, can we not take a break because like the break is fucking enough. All the fucking chaos that's been going on and all this crap and bullshit, it's been just fucking killing me. Honestly, this quarantine bullshit, girl. You know, I definitely got my own opinion on this whole coronavirus thing. And I'm definitely not going to talk about this shit now. It's not even worth talking. It's just sad that everything that's going on right now around the whole globe is just like, it makes me want to hate people more and just not. I just don't understand why are people so vicious and so stupid, and just why is everything happening the way it is happening. It's just not cute. Now at the moment I'm not working. I'm just quarantining at home. And listen, it's just so like, it's so fucking boring. Like, you know, I mean, okay, I really don't want to talk about the whole shenanigans that's going around the world. It's just bullshit. I mean, I'm not saying like it is not bullshit. I mean, I'm not saying the virus is not like deadly and it shouldn't be taken serious, but it's not how everyone, the government and media presents it. You know, whatever. I don't want to talk about it. It is not the main focus of the video, bitch. Now, can I just fucking say that I love the freaking spring that has finally come. It is like my most favorite, what? It is what? Season. Yeah, it is my most favorite season of the year, and I just love seeing everything coming back to life and getting green and getting warm. I love it. So now in today's video, I am going to be talking about, as you can see from the title, about my almost 3-year anniversary being on hormones. So I started my whole transitioning process, medically, like in 2017, I guess. And so I started it early 2017, and I got my hands on the hormones around like, it was like what? I guess it was July or something. So I got my hands on my hormones on July 2017. So it's not 3 whole years on hormones, but it's almost 3 years. So, by the way, I'm eating Doritos, barbecue with everything, bitch. I love fucking barbecue flavor. I am obsessed with barbecue and I'm obsessed with Doritos. So I just really want to like update you and educate you on like how it's been with me, with my transition and getting my hormones every day, and also my testosterone blockers, right? So, yeah. So when I got my hormones, I had, basically it's just 2 things that you have to administrate every day. It is, it's testosterone blocker and the estrogen. So so I take testosterone blocker once every 2 days. So the testosterone blocker I'm taking is called Androcure. So the testosterone blocker is not meant to be used only for transgender women. It has different indications you use it for. So I'm not gonna dive it into right now, but basically it decreases testosterone in your body. For example, for women with having significant hair growth in areas they shouldn't have, they they just they can take the Androcure, right? So and also a man uses it who has prostate cancer, because when you, as far as I know, when you have like a prostate cancer, you have to decrease your testosterone levels for the cancer to not grow more faster, if that makes sense. Oh, and as in my case, I use it to block the testosterone in my body for just, you know, to let the estrogen come in and have zero. Well, basically, my testosterone levels are close to zero. Also, in cis women, there is a testosterone in their bodies, and it's not like zero, but it's a little bit over zero, value. So the things that have changed since I've started taking testosterone blockers, it definitely reduces and slows the hair growth, like the whole body hair growth. I've never had like much of a body hair, so so there's not like a major change in that area. Definitely when I shave my armpits or my legs, I do see the hair coming back a lot slower, a lot finer, and a lot lighter. So also the facial hair gets lighter, finer, and it grows back slower, but it doesn't stop it from growing at all. So I still have to do laser treatments, right? But this testosterone blocker really helps with that whole situation. What else? I mean, I would say that testosterone blocker definitely reduces, as it decrease the testosterone in your body, the muscle amount decreases in your body, so you lose a lot of muscles, and by using estrogen there comes a lot of fat. But I would say this testosterone blocker, I'm trying to use it as less as possible, just so my levels drop to normal levels, and I don't have a lot of testosterone in my body, but I'm trying to use it less because it's a very strong drug, and like it has like many, not many, but it has side effects, and I would say the side effects are more on the mental health. Yeah, it just affects your mental health. And at the beginning, when I used to take like the whole pill every day, I would feel, sort of like the depression kicking in. It definitely has like this depression side, and just very like not feeling good. It definitely does not lift you up, and it's not like, all shines and giggles and rainbows and whatever. So yeah, so I will be using testosterone blockers until I get my SRS, also known as sexual reassignment surgery. So yeah, basically you have to use it pretty much your whole life if you're not up to the bottom surgery. Because once you have the surgery, right, you don't have the testicles anymore to produce testosterone. So then you can stop using the blockers, right? So now I'm gonna talk about the estrogen. So obviously I have my doctor who prescribes me drugs every time I go to her. So I visit her like a couple months, like twice a year, maybe sometimes. So yeah, so the first time I went to her and I met her, I was like, you know, girl, I need this. So, you know, and the first time I started using it and I did some digging, I found out about. No, actually, it was not that I found out. I found it out. Where did I find it out? Oh, I found it out from a friend of mine who also used the estrogen. So yeah, she kind of like, I got it from her. So it was like a gel form. It's called Divigel, and it has like 1 milligram of estrogen in one packaging. And I was like, yeah, that sounds fucking great. I want to try it. You know, I want to be rubbing all the gel against my body, bitch. And because like eventually I knew there were pills that you have to administrate orally every day, but I knew they have like estrogen alone has a lot of side effects, like bad side effects, right? So also taking like the pills orally, it really affects your liver. And I was like, girl, no. You know, and I didn't want to start with that because I was a little scared and worried about that. So I started with the gel, and so the gel has like 1 milligram of it. Obviously, I started out with 1 milligram. You can't start with like 5 milligrams at your first, you know, ever um, estrogen. So so yeah, it was like I started with like 1 milligram. I had to rub it in the mornings on my leg. It's either leg, like thigh, or arms. And so yeah, you know, and as the time was going, I was like getting a little bit tired of the whole like massaging and spreading the gel onto my thighs because like every morning I would have to get up, you know, take a shower and get dressed, and sometimes I wouldn't even have the time, but I would still have to find the time to, you know, take the shower and just spread the gel, like massage it onto my thigh, and I couldn't dress right away, right? I couldn't put my jeans on right away. I had to wait like 5 minutes or something, and it would still always be tacky, and I would feel like my jeans would like, you know, rub it the whole thing away, just clean it away, and I was like a little worried about that because, you know, I was just starting to not like the whole like very tacky situation. It didn't really soak into the skin like 100%. There would still be some residue on the skin. Yeah, and the second time I met my doctor, I obviously came with blood test results to see how everything has changed and how are my estrogen, testosterone, and everything else levels. And yeah, so my estrogen levels were still super low. We were a little shook, so I was like, okay, whatever. So she was like, let's, you know, up the dosage. I was like, okay, might as well do that. And we did up the dosage. So, but with this gel form, it was like, as you were increasing the dosage, it would just be a lot more expensive because like the gel only had zero point 0.5 and 1 milligram of estrogen. Like in general, they didn't have like 2 or 3 milligrams, right? So I would have to buy like one and one and one and one and so many packages that it just got so expensive, and it was just like I got tired of the whole like, you know, the whole situation. So I was like, the next time I met her, my estrogen levels still weren't as freaking high. And I was like, yo, sis, we gotta switch it up. I knew about the oral pills already, and I was like, I might as well try it, see the results and how it's working. And, you know, it's just like so easy. You can carry the pills with you in your purse or whatever, and you can take them just wherever you are. And yeah, so I did. So we switched. So yeah, I did switch to pills for a couple of months, and my estrogen levels, surprisingly and weirdly enough, they were still not rising. I mean, they were rising, but they weren't as high as I really needed them. I could most definitely see the changes in my body happening, but the testosterone, the estrogen didn't reflect in the blood test results. So I was like, what the hell? So I was still using the oral pills, like being like, whatever, my boobs are growing, the body is changing, everything's changing. So I was like, okay, whatever. And so as the time went, I was doing some digging more, and I found out about like spray form of estrogen. You spray it onto your hand here or your thighs again. And so yeah, the next time I met my daughter again, I was like, yo, we gotta switch it up again. So right now I'm using the spray form of estrogen, which I really, really love. I love the spray. It smells nice. It's so easy to use it. I just spray it onto my hands here before I get dressed, and it dries down quickly. There's no residue or whatever. So I'm really in love with this spray, and it really did increase my estrogen levels. I just want to tell you that everyone's body is different, right? And everyone's organism, everyone's system and just everything is different. And we're so individual that like the changes and everything is gonna be different for each and one of us, like who goes through HRT. The the changes are gonna happen at different a different pace. All the small and big changes are different for everyone, and there's no right or wrong. I'm telling my experience, so if you're experiencing different kind of changes, and like the hormones manifesting different, it doesn't mean something is wrong with you or something's wrong with me. It just happens differently, and it's not going to be the same thing for everyone. Never. Okay, so the biggest changes that happened when I started using, I wouldn't say when I used the gel at the beginning, nothing really changed in my body. I didn't feel it, and because obviously it happens very slowly, and the whole body changing process with the hormones can take like up to 5 years. So it's happening very slowly, and it's just so hard to notice those things, right? So so when I started using my first gel, estrogen, nothing really changed in my body, or at least I didn't see it. And when I started using pills, like months in, I would, girl, my, like, my titties, my tatas were hurting so much. They were getting swollen. Like, they're still like fucking 14-year-old girl tits, and it's not the nicest look, but I'm still I'm happy they're there and they're growing and everything. And bitch, yeah, well, as I was months in using the pills, the tits would get bigger and bigger, and I would start lactating, and I was just so happy with them. There's a lot of there's a lot going in there. The next thing I would notice my body changing is my estrogen changing in my body was definitely my thighs and my waist. My thighs were getting bigger, that area is getting bigger, the ass is getting bigger, and it's just getting more feminine shape. So at the beginning, I was feeling weird about it, because I also was starting to get fucking cellulite. And I was like, oh god damn it, not this, please, no. And just so yes, what else? My skin definitely got a lot softer. Yeah, it has gotten a lot softer from the estrogen. Um, but the things that definitely are worth mentioning are your emotional, like the emotional roller, roller coaster you get from the estrogen. Girl, it's a fucking mess. Let me tell you, I've never, ever in my entire life, I've never been as an emotional wreck as I am right now. Let me tell you, I am crying about everything. I can cry whenever, wherever. It's just like, it doesn't even take anyone like or anything to happen. It's just like, I can start crying. My mood can get just fucking from the highest highs to the lowest lows in like fucking 1 second. It is so crazy. It is so vicious. It is just like, it is the thing that I'm really not enjoying because sometimes, like, it's like I cannot control it, you know what I mean? It's just like, I know it's happening and it's happening and there's nothing I can do to it. There's nothing I can do to it. No. For example, if my boyfriend does something or says something wrong, I most of the time start crying because of his actions or words, and it's just like, it's not normal. It's not okay, but I know this is okay, you know what I mean? Because it's part of it. And I still, like, I feel like my body's still getting used to it, but I don't even know. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna get better or worse. I hope not. But yeah, that is the only like downside I would say from the estrogen. Cause yeah, emotional wreck. However, I am so grateful for for being able to get my hands on the hormones and being able to transition. And I wouldn't change it for the world. And it means so much to me. And I am so happy that I am on this journey. And I will still have to use estrogen for the rest of my life. Nothing really else. Um, Transition wise. So yeah, I guess that's about it. I'm really happy to hop back on here and to do another video. And as it is quarantine time, bitch, I will probably do a couple more videos at this time. So stay tuned, and I will be back quite soon, I guess. Okay. So thank you for watching. Like my videos, subscribe, and send me money. Bye.